So, what is going on YouTube? Your boy Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 here, and today guys, I'm coming at you with a brand new starter deck CODEBREAKER review for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. You guys all know that whenever a new set drops, whether or not it will be mega tins, booster sets, or starter decks, and structure decks, you guys all know that I always do a thorough review to give you guys an idea on what's going to be coming on this set and if this set is worth investing in. Most of the time guys, whenever you guys are buying a $10 structure deck, you're going to be getting a bang for the buck, and I just want to review you guys on each and every single card out of this set because we are getting some new amazing cyber support. Okay guys, for those of you who are a fan of V-Reigns and the anime, this starter deck is definitely the deck for you, and I cannot wait to open a product for you guys on the channel when it's released this week. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and if you guys have not yet pre-ordered your starter decks, make sure you guys pre-order it from dollies.ca. I'll leave all the links in the description box below. All prices on Dollies are in Canadian, so if you guys convert those Canadian prices to USD, it's going to be the cheapest price on the market, and on top of that, it's free shipping. By the way guys, if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys get your Blue Eyes versus Exodia playmat today. I'll leave all the links in the description box below. I do free shipping to Canada, USA, international shipping may cost extra, and these mats are doing so hot lately. You guys have all requested for me to bring these back, so these will be back for a limited time only, so make sure you guys get these while you guys still can. First and foremost, I just want to let you guys know that there's going to be some amazing reprints out of this starter deck, and you guys already know one of the most famous reprints that's going to be coming out is Linkuriboh. Linkuriboh was a V-Jump promo, but now we actually get this card as a common in this CODEBREAKER starter deck, so I'm actually very excited for those of you who have not gotten your hands on Linkuriboh. I know that it was a little bit pricey, you know, during this time, but you know, since the reprint now, it's pretty good to actually pick up the starter decks because you know, you have a staple Link 1 monster which can be splashable in almost any deck that utilizes, you know, level 1 monsters, like especially when tokens are a thing. Linkuriboh should be able to be splashed in every single deck. So for those of you who are budget players, Linkuriboh is coming out in this starter deck. For the very first card, we got the new CYBERSE monster called Leotron. Okay, so Leotron is level 4 Earth CYBERSE monster with 2000 attack and 0 defense. In, you know, playing structure deck formats, when you guys are going to be playing at Yu-Gi-Oh! Day, this monster is probably going to be one of the best monsters in the deck because it's a 2000 attack CYBERSE monster, which can be normal summoned, okay, and you can just easily trample over every single monster. So I know that you guys are having Yu-Gi-Oh! Day this weekend. This card is probably going to be one of the best cards to actually have in your opening hand because of its stats. It looks super badass, guys. That's the first card. Let's go to the second card. We got Text Changer right here. Looks like a frog, you know, Kermit the Frog. It is a frog. I don't know why I said it looks like a frog. But anyways, it's a level 1 CYBERSE monster, which you can tutor out off 1 for 1, which is pretty awesome. And the effect reads that once per turn, when your monster is targeted for an attack, you can negate the attack with special 1 CYBERSE normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So this card needs to be face up on the field, and when your opponent monster is targeted for his attack, any monster itself or any other monster you control, you can activate its effect to special CYBERSE normal monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard, which is amazing. So essentially is another Draconet which helps protect the battle phase. So Draconet says that when this card is normal summon, you can special summon a CYBERSE monster directly from the deck. A level 2 or lower normal CYBERSE monster, I believe that's the effect, directly from the deck. But this card is a monster which helps protect you in the battle phase, and at the same time tutors out a CYBERSE monster directly from the deck, which is pretty awesome. And the really good thing about Text Changer is that this card is not a once per turn effect. So if you have multiple copies of Text Changer on the field, let's say you have 3 copies and your opponent enters the battle phase, you essentially get to use 3 Text Changers effect to special summon, you know, a CYBERSE normal monster directly from the deck, hand, or graveyard, which is pretty amazing. So this card is actually pretty good. It's going to be really good in the structure deck format, one of the cards that you should have on the field, so that way they can easily access more CYBERSE monsters directly from the deck quicker. And this card commonly off Leotron is actually pretty good because this card is able to tutor out Leotron directly from your hand, deck, or graveyard. And Leotron within itself is the 2000 attack, you know, beat stick, which can be easily normal summoned and also tutored out using Text Changer. So Text Changer is just another good addition to the deck, but I don't really believe that this card is going to be seen in too much competitive play because your opponent has to attack something for this card to activate. But for the structure deck format, you're trying to kill your opponent. So next card right here, Widget Kid. This card is amazing. Okay, you guys, it's a level 3 Earth, you know, CYBERSE monster with 1500 attack and 900 defense, and its effect is incredible. If this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon 1 CYBERSE monster from your hand in defense position. If you activate Balancer Lord's banishing effect, you know, when you guys don't know what Balancer Lord's effect is, that when this card is banished, you can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from your hand. So you banish Balancer Lord and special summon Widget Kid. You're pretty much in a lit position because Widget Kid will also trigger when it's special summon or normal summon, which is pretty awesome. And CYBERSE is the type of deck that, you know, lets you spam monsters on the board quicker. So as long as you get to access more late monster and more late plays by just bringing out more monsters on the board, it's, you know, it's obviously for the better. And Widget Kid actually helps you spam the board, which is amazing. So comboing off with Balancer Lord and Widget Kid, you're pretty much in an okay position to actually combo off into your link plays, which is amazing, guys. And I actually have a deck profile of CYBERSE updated coming up once the starter deck is out, so I can't wait to showcase you guys that. But this card is one of the most notable cards in this set, obviously, because of its power effect and how it's able to, you know, work with the cyber archetype. So, yep, Widget Kid. Next card we got right here, CYBERSE White Hat. This is the new card right here that's going to be coming out. It has 1800 attack and 2400 defense with the, 6 stars, CYBERSE, and it's a light monster. And the effect means that if you control 2 or more monsters with the same type, you can special summon this card from your hand. Free 1800 beater on the board. And you can only special summon one CYBERSE White Hat once per turn this way. If this card is sent to graveyard as material for a link summon, you can make all monster opponent control use a card and attack until the end of this turn. For structure deck formats, I don't know if this card is going to be, you know, doing too well in the competitive meta. Who knows? It might be pretty good. Essentially a free summon if you're playing, you know, a CYBERSE based deck. Just another monster you could easily put on the board, which is amazing. And the 1000 attack loss on your opponent's monster is just another bonus. So this effect is actually pretty cool. You know, it's going to be really good in the structure deck format on Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. So it's one of the cards you just want to bring out as quickly as possible, so that way that you can nuke your opponent's, attack of the monsters down, which is pretty good. So that's a new card. The 3 new cards right here, we got, you know, the Text Changer, Widget Kid, and also the CYBERSE White Hat. And all the other cards, I believe, are just like reprints similar to the CYBERSE starter deck, the first one. So, you know, Bitron right here, one reprint. We also got Ram Clouder right here. You guys already know these cards. But these cards are obviously going to come out as a common. This card came out as a super rare in the previous structure decks. Link Slayer is a common. This card has already came out as a common. Backup Secretary, a very good CYBERSE monster, which you can easily tutor out from your hand if you control a CYBERSE monster. Launch Commander. It comes out. It came out in Code of the Duelist. Big Trooper. It came out in Nextfall. You also got Flame Wall Guard. Normal monster, which you can easily tutor out directly from the deck because it's a normal monster. Beast King Barbaro. It's one of the best cards in the structure deck format, hands down. Going second, it's a free 2100 beat stick. Exodia Universe, pretty cool. Ebos from Managora. So you guys can see all these cards like Ebos from Managora, CYBERSE Secretary. These cards are just really good because CYBERSE type of deck that, are relying on actually spamming monsters on the board. So having Ebos from Managora and also have CYBERSE Secretary is actually pretty good. It's just spam more link monsters. Marshmallow, one of the best stall cards in the structure deck format, obviously. I did play the structure deck format, quite often because I was trying to teach my friend to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And, this card is like one of the best cards in the structure deck format. Raikou the Lightsworn Hunter, really good card. Battle Fader. You also got Swift Scarecrow. This card is a new card, Sign and Recover. This card is going to be really awesome in the structure deck format. If a link monster you control is destroyed by battle or by opponent card effect, you can target one monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position. So, let's say you make a Link Spider and you flip this card face on the forward and, force your opponent to kill your Link Spider while Sign It recovers on the field. You can easily special summon cards like Beast King Barbaros from the graveyard, which will become 3000 attack, which is amazing. So this card is actually really amazing in the structure deck format, and for the fact that it's continuous, it's just amazing. And Supply Squad was one of the best cards in the structure deck format previously for the CYBERSE Link deck, but now since we got Sign and Recover, this card is also going to be another very good card to actually play in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Day structure deck. So card's pretty awesome. One of the best cards you should want to see in your opening hand. Sign and Universe, a field spell. Scapegoat. Wow, because this is coming out in the structure deck, starter deck. So, for Yu-Gi-Oh! Day, this card is going to be really, really awesome. And whoever draws Scapegoat first kind of wins, I guess. It's a free decode talker. Monster of One, really good card. Another really powerhouse card in the structure deck format. Really good reprints. Dark Hole right here. Amazing staples coming out of this. And if you guys were to calculate it, these structure decks are like $10, right? Like these staples you can sell for at least $1. Like Monster Born $2 or $1. And you'll make your monies back already. And with the release of Link Revo in the starter deck, I'd say it's worth it. Book of Moon, really good staple. United We Stand, another powerhouse card in the starter deck format. Card Trader, Bird of the Mighty. This card is actually a birded in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Day format. Very annoying. Ego Boost, card right here. Supply Squad, the best continuous trap card. Not trap card, spell card for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. Whoever has this card first, and you can't get rid of it, as quickly as possible, the guy with Supply Squad is going to win. Because in the starter deck format, it's whoever has the most advantage wins. So if you open up this card, you win the duel. Literally, this card is a god card in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Day starter deck tournament. The card is a new silent regression. So if you guys do not know what the effect is, that if you start summon a link monster, target one card on the field and destroy it, then draw one card. So pretty good. So anytime you special summon a link monster, activate this card, boom, pop a card, destroy a card. It's a free pop on link monster summon, which is pretty good. Shadow Spell, called the Haunted. Mirror Force, really powerful card, turn to tribute. Bottomless Trap Hole, another great reprints, guys. Zero Gravity, What else? Compulsory evacuation device. Transcode talker. Let's talk about this card right here. This card is pretty badass. If you guys do not know what this card effect is, that this calling card and monsters calling, it gains 500 attack, and also your opponent cannot target them with card effects. Card's actually pretty good. With the new CYBERSE monsters that's gonna be coming out in the next set, this card is gonna become really awesome. You can target one level 1 Link 3 or lower CYBERSE Link monster in your game board, except for Transcode Talker. Special summon to the zone this card points to. You can only use the effect of Transcode Talker once per turn. You cannot special monsters to reactivate this effect except for CYBERSE monsters. Since the whole deck is CYBERSE anyways, you can easily spam CYBERSE monster on the board. And while having this card on the board, it's just pretty awesome for the fact that this co-link card and monsters co-link to it, it gains 500 attack. So this card makes Link Spider become 1500 attack, and also your opponent cannot target them with card effects. So if you have Link Spider, you know, a Transcode Talker will become 2800, and Link Spider will become 1500, which is pretty amazing. So Transcode Talker, one of the great cards that's going to be coming out, and within the next set that's coming out, this card is going to become even better with the new CYBERSE support. So Transcode Talker, pretty awesome. Next card we got Pentastag, 2 effect monsters, and if your Link monster attacks a visible monster, inflict piercing damage to your opponent. Pretty cool. So this card comboing off with obviously Transcode Talker. Pretty amazing. You know, with you can easily co-link these 2 cards, which is pretty good. So this card is 1600 attack, becomes 2100 with Transcode Talker, which is pretty awesome. So another generic good CYBERSE monster to come out, and you know, it has 2 arrows pointing down, so it can actually be very effective in meta decks within the future, which is pretty nice. So this is, you know, it looks like a Link Spider, but you know, with no, it's a beetle. It's not even a spider. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, guys, Decode Talker, you know, reprinted many times. Link Spider, really good common reprint, and the best reprint in this set is definitely Link Kuriboh. Link Kuriboh, you know, a very good generic, you know, Link 1 monster that, you know, whichever decks is you know, uses tokens, you'll see a Link Kuriboh in the deck 100%, and this card is just an amazing card to be reprinted. I know that some of you guys are budget players and didn't have access to this card previously, but now with the structure deck, this structure deck is definitely, starter deck is definitely worth more than $10. Like with Link Kuriboh itself, like down the road, this card will be a solid $5 card. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's really, really awesome. And all the other reprints in this set, all the good staples and things like that, this set is definitely the set you guys should be getting. So make sure you guys get it in the description box below. I'll leave all the links to dollies in the box below, guys. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this starter deck. And if you guys were to ask me, is this starter deck worth it? Yes, guys, it is worth it. For all the staples, you can make your money back. And just Link Kuriboh itself, it's already just a plus. And guys, make sure you guys show up to Yu-Gi-Oh! Day tournament. If you guys are in Toronto, make sure you guys come to Dolly's this Saturday. I'm going to be there playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Day starter deck tournament. So it's going to be flipping awesome. So hopefully I get to see you guys there. If you guys are in Toronto, come meet me. And yeah, come get their starter decks at Dolly's.ca. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Sam from TeamSamuraiX1 signing out. Alright guys, peace.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'm a king with it. Like, no, this league business.